Here in Denmark, we have a saying. To make soup from a sausage peg. That's this. The little stick on the scrunched up bit left over at the end. But what does this saying mean? Well now, who better to ask than the mice? For our leftovers are their feasts, and it just so happens they're having their annual banquet tonight.
Well now, Miss Kitchen Mouse. Mouldy bread, rancid bacon rind, and cow's milk 3 weeks sour? Another excellent feast! And another huge sausage end, with a sausage peg too. Wherever did you get it from?
Oh, just an old storyteller friend, Your Highness.
No one too close, I hope. For after tonight's spread, I've a good mind to marry you.
Oh!
If you were a princess, I mean.
Talking of which, dear, it really is time you chose between these 3 eligible princesses. That is why I invited them here after all.
Look, can't we talk about something else, Mother?
I'm sorry, dear. You really must choose this year. Or stand down as king. You know the mouse rules.
Oh, very well. Respected rodents and venerable vermin, I have decided to choose who will be my queen by holding a contest. You all know the saying, soup from a sausage peg. Well, whosoever shall go out into the world and bring me back the recipe for this fabled soup shall be my bride. And, according to our ancient law scrolls, all royal contests must be made open to everyone, whether highborn, common, or field mouse. Correct, Princess?
Yes, sir. That is the law, but...
Very well. Then I declare this contest open.
Oh!
So, ladies, who's first?
Oh, I am... Bye!
And so, the first mouse princess headed north, in search of the recipe the Mouse King had requested.
I am looking for a recipe because I want to make some soup out of a sausage peg.
Ah, soup, you see? From a sausage peg like this one, you see?
Garn! Never heard the like. Not round these parts. No how.
Oh.
Good moon to you, strange lady mouse.
Ooh.
I say, that happens to be just the thing we're looking for. Can we have it?
My sausage peg? Well, I do need it for my special quest, but I'll lend it to you if you like. Oh. The dew is made.
Good Miss Mouse. You have shown us kindness, so we have it within our power to grant you a wish.
Oh, I desire only to know the secret of making soup from my sausage peg.
But we've just shown you. We took your humble peg from the end of some sausage and used it to make something wonderful. That's what soup from a sausage peg means.
But I was hoping for a recipe for the soup itself.
Ooh. Look, I really must fly, but just so you don't go home completely empty-handed. Bye-bye, Miss Mouse. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Days passed, and the first Mouse Princess made her way back to the Mouse King court.
And so I could find no such recipe, Your Majesty. I may not be able to get soup from a sausage peg, but look what I can do!
Violets! I'm allergic to violets!
Oh!
Next!
Not knowing where to start, the second princess did the sensible thing and went to ask her wise old grandmother.
Soup from a sausage peg, eh? Then become a poet, dear. For poets cook up all kinds of food for thought out of the tiniest crumbs of ideas.
A poet? But how, Grandmother?
Wisdom, imagination, and feeling. Go out into the world and get those into you, dear, and you'll be on your way.
Then a poet I shall be.
Now go to the ant. Consider her ways and be wise.
You have come to the right place, Princess Mouse. For we ants are indeed the wisest, best organised creatures of all. See that clumsy oaf there? No one will help him because every ant is taught to think of two things only. Himself and how best to do exactly as I say.
So, who do I go to if I want to get the most wisdom into me?
Why, me, of course. For I am the source of all wisdom round here.
I see. Well, thanks very much. Wisdom tastes a bit like chicken.
Having gotten wisdom into her, the princess now went to the wood nymph in search of imagination.
Plucked from the wing of my fantasy friend, imagination himself, a poet's quill.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
And then lastly, to literally get feeling into her, she went back to the library, where she devoured every romantic novel.
First few chapters were great, but the ending needed more salt.
Eventually, she returned to the Mouse King's court.
And so, Your Majesty, the secret of getting soup from a sausage peg is me! For I am now a special poet. And I can cook up beautiful stories and songs. Thusly.
Next!
And so, the third Mouse Princess travelled to the other side of town.
Now, children, you're not starving. I fed you all earlier, so stop making so much soup out of a sausage peg.
Soup out of a sausage peg?
And so, she climbed up to find out more.
Hello? Did someone up here mention making soup from a sausage peg?
Well, hello there. I'm an owl. My children and I eat moles, voles, shrews, and mice.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? Because I'm a very rare kind of owl-eating mouse.
Well, I don't swallow that for one moment, Miss Mouse. But I admire your spirit. Come on in and meet the children. In you go.
Ooh! Oh!
So the mouse helped the owl train her children for life in the outside world.
Oh! That tickles!
No, children. Pounce with your feet, then peck with your beaks.
And in return, the owl told the mouse all she needed to know about making soup from a sausage peg. Back at the mouse court, the third princess told the king all she had learnt.
And so, Your Majesty, the truth is, no such actual recipe exists. It's just a saying, meaning everything and nothing, depending on how you use it.
Which means, dear, this whole contest itself has been soup from a sausage peg. So, you must choose a bride now, or stand down as king.
Very well, Mother. Well, I suppose I could use someone to do my paperwork for me.
Wait, Your Majesty. She's wrong. There is a recipe, and I know it.
You do, Miss Kitchen Mouse? Phew. Then by all means, show us.
In fact, there's only 3 ingredients to it, sire. The first is boiling water. The second, of course, is a sausage peg.
And the third? Well, child, out with it.
Royal mousetail, ma'am.
Oh!
You just stick your tail into the boiling water, keep swishing it round for an hour or so, and it makes the most delicious soup known to mousekind.
And you're sure it has to be royal mousetail?
Oh, yes, Your Highness. Only yours or the Queen Mother's will do.
Oh! Well, I, for one, am prepared to take her word for it. How about you, Mother?
Yes, well, we only wanted to know what the recipe is, didn't we? We don't have to taste it.
My thinking exactly, Mother. Which means Miss Kitchen Mouse has won the contest. Well, clever Miss Kitchen Mouse, will you be my queen?
Gladly, sire.
And the king married the kitchen mouse. And to this very day, mice the world over still argue about how this sausage peg soup might actually taste. Which is all a bit of a soup from a sausage peg in itself, don't you think?